So it has got individual names. These asteroids have got individual names, and the little prince here means gathers information about different asteroids. He travels from one asteroid to the other asteroid and gathers information. So as I'm going to read the chapter very slowly, and we will not complete the chapter very fast, so please do follow the lines carefully and practice reading at your home. This will enhance your reading skill sitting back at home. Okay. So the little prince visits the king. From the little prince. The little prince found himself in the neighborhood of the asteroids 325, 326, 327, 328, 329, and 330. So these are the asteroids in the neighborhood. He began, therefore, by visiting them in order to add to his knowledge. So, as I already told you, he wanted to gather information about means his purpose of visiting or traveling to different asteroids was to gather knowledge. The first was inhabited by a king, clad in royal purple and ermine. He was seated upon a throne which was at the same time both simple and majestic. So these are the two adjectives that are given for the throne. Okay. So the first was then 25. 325 was the first one that he bumped into. And when he went there, he saw it was inhabited, means there was a king sitting there who was clad in royal purple. So that is the description of the dress that has been given, or the attire of the king, clad in royal purple and ermine. He was seated upon a throne which was at the same time both simple and majestic. So how was the throne? The throne was simple and majestic. So and means then what is this? Here is a subject. Exclaimed the king. Subject is referred to whom? Subject is referred to the king, the little prince. Sorry, not king, but the little prince. Exclaimed the king when he saw the little prince coming. As the little prince asked himself, how could he recognize me when he had never seen me before? So, little prince was very surprised that how this man or this king is calling me a subject, or how do he recognize me? So how did he know that? He did not know how the world is simplified for kings. To them, all men are subjects. So it is very simple. Why? Because the king take down the others as what? As the subject. Because he needs to rule and he needs to see the people. So his people, he will not make any kind of relationship, or he will not call any people with any kind of relationship, because to the king every people are the same. So that is why to everyone means in a collective way it is called a subject. So approach, so that I may see you better, said the king, who felt consumingly proud of being at last a king over somebody. Why? Because the king got no one to rule over. Okay, he was all alone in his asteroid, and seeing little prince coming to this planet, to his asteroid, he was very proud. He was very happy that okay, now I got the opportunity to, now I got the chance or the opportunity to rule over someone. So that is why he was very excited and asking that little prince to approach to his asteroid. The little prince looked everywhere to find a place to sit down, but the entire planet was crammed and obstructed by the king's magnificent ermine robe. So he remained standing upright, and since he was tired, he yawned. So the little prince looked everywhere, means he was finding a place to sit down, but everywhere he found that king's dress, means the asteroid was so small that the king's dress has already taken all part, means most of the part in the asteroid. So he has no place to sit down, and basically he was very much tired as he was roaming or traveling from one asteroid to the other asteroid, the little prince was very tired and therefore he yawned at last. It is contrary to etiquette to yawn in the presence of a king, the monarch said to him. I forbid you to do so. Means you, when I am present, you cannot yawn in front of me. That is a bad manner. Okay. So here he learns how to behave in front of a king. He says, the king says, I am not accepting your yawn. Okay, when I'm talking to you, I'm a respectable subject in this asteroid, and in front of me, you cannot yawn. Okay, because it is beyond the etiquette. So, this is the very first part or the very first introduction that we are getting in this chapter, and we will not complete the full thing very fast, we will read it very slow. So, I will tell you to do one thing, to think of something, to think of many ideas that you will get when you will face the same condition like the little prince. Okay, suppose you are alone in an asteroid, so what are the things that you're gonna do over there? So share those experiences. We will share these experiences in the next live class when we will have online classes through Zoom. Think of it, write it down in a page, and think of certain ideas like through two or three points that you all gonna give me about when you will face the same situation like this. So this is your task, and please do read your chapter nicely and thoroughly, so that when we will discuss the question answers from inside, it will be very easy for you to understand and find the answers nicely. Okay, so I hope today's class was good, and do read the chapter. We'll slowly complete the whole chapter soon. Okay, thank you, bye bye.